What's up, y'all? I'm still steadily on my rant a little bit. I'm sitting here and I'm watching these different videos, people talking about different artists like Tech Nine, and yeah, a lot of people have already heard my rant about Tech Nine. Uh, I'm a huge Tech Nine fan, and no, he's no Satanist. He says that he was raised in church. He is not a Satanist. You can actually look up a video on YouTube where he's on Sway talking about it on Sway's morning show. Last time I said I was going to give you a little bit of background about the Illuminati, and I kind of veered off from that. Illuminati was started in 1776 by a man named Adam Weishaupt in Bavaria, the same year that our Declaration of Independence was signed. Okay, they were ordered to disband, and then they went into hiding. When they went into hiding, they established themselves within the Masonic order. Okay, and people sitting here talking about black Illuminati and all this, that, and the other. No, there's no black Illuminati. The Illuminati is a bunch of old white people that are actually extremely racist. But they'll use a black person and they'll use the music industry in order to manipulate young minds into being stupid to what's really going on around them. People are drowned in technology these days, and they don't recognize certain things because they're ignorant to it. Because when I say ignorant, I don't mean they're stupid. I mean ignorant is because they don't know. But the Illuminati are the true Satanists, and they're a bunch of old white rich men. If you want to look up stuff about the Illuminati, look up Mark Dice. He's got his own YouTube channels. He's got Mark Dice, The Resistance. Look up things on like the Bohemian Grove. The people that are part of the Illuminati, or what they call the enlightened ones, are the ones that hold the power and the ones that pull the puppet strings of politicians, because all they got to do is put a little bit of money in a politician's pocket and the politician will do what they want instead of what's right. But a lot of these people need to get off of artists like Tech Nine and some of these artists out here that aren't even in mainstream music, because they know what is involved in mainstream music and they do not want to be a part of it, because they do not want to be they don't want to be a sellout. They don't want to be somebody who has to bow down to the powers that be. They want to make it on their own. They want to do their own thing and make it on their own without being told what to do, much like what Tech Nine and Strange Music does. People talk about the snake in the bat, yeah. A lot of people don't understand his method behind what he does. His method behind what he does is to sit here and use some type of form of darkness in order to show people the light. And a lot of times we have to travel through darkness and actually get to the light. That's like if you go into a dark room, sometimes you got to fumble around for a light switch, so you're traveling through the dark till you find that light switch to turn it on. You know, I think it's funny, y'all get on here and you try to guess and you want to pick and choose what people say on, certain artists. You don't really pay attention to the whole thing. Maybe if you paid attention to the whole thing, maybe then you would actually understand.
Where are you going, little kid?
Because obviously some of you guys are just absolute morons, and you want to use your holier than thou attitudes and then talk about I'm a Christian. Yeah. No, you're no better than the Pharisees and Sadducees in Israel, that claim to be holy, claim to be of God, but at the same time was some of the most crooked ones out there. the wise Christian Andre. Dude, you're not wise by no means. You want to sit here and call yourself a Christian, and it even says it on your name on your YouTube channel, the wise Christian Andre. Yeah, but when I looked in your comments, there was foul language in it, and I could pull it up and probably show it. You said shit, and that you deliberately are talking about Tech9's videos because you're calling him out. Why are you calling him out? Did he hurt your feelings in some sort of way? I mean, and you sit and talk about how he, and you want to pick, like I said, pick and choose what you're saying about Tech9. You chopped up his lyrics on some of his songs and molded them and took them out of context to form what you wanted it to say. You are an utter complete moron, and anybody who believes what you post is a moron too. You're probably going to get a lot of YouTube hits. Yeah, because a lot of people are waking up to what's really going on. I'm awake. You're not, and I'm not going to say that you're not a complete moron, because there is some truth to some of the things that you've got in some of your videos. Yes, there are FEMA camps. Yes, our governments in our countries, because I noticed that you're from Canada, our government officials and these people that have the money are sitting here and manipulating things to benefit them, and you're kind of there, but at the same time, when you go after people like Tech9, you can say what you want about Eminem. He's a puppet because he's wanting that money. If Eminem went back to what he used to do and the way he used to rap, he'd be on point. But he's nothing more than a puppet now. But some of the songs he talks about, in some sort of cryptic way about the actual industry and the Illuminati and the way they're doing it. But you got to open up your ears to understand that, and open up your eyes to what's really going on, because you're not seeing it. You're blindsided. You're like a horse with blinders on. You don't see what's going on each side. You're just focused on one thing. You can't be like that at all times. You got to be aware of your surroundings. Okay, now I'm going to get on something about hand signals or hand signs. This is what trips me out, because not a lot of people understand, and this is what gets me about that. If I do like that, that can mean the horns of the devil. But it also, this means rock on. It also can mean one love. Throw it up like that. But if I sit here and I do this, okay? If I do this, this is not, especially when it comes to Tech9, that is not Illuminati symbolism. You need to do a little bit of background on Aaron Yates and on Tech9. He adamantly speaks on the fact that he is a blood. I'm 5 Deuce Eastside Bompton Fruittown Pyru blood. So I know a blood when I see one. Now you do have artists that sit up there and they throw up stuff like this, and they throw up the 3 fingers like that. That means West Side blood in my world. But I actually throw it up like that. But you want to sit here and talk about, well, that's 666. He's throwing up 666. You're a fucking moron. You're not paying attention. Look for Illuminati symbolism in his videos. If you're going to see any, it's not because of the fact that he is worshiping the Illuminati or worshiping Satan. He's making a mockery of it because he didn't have to use them to get to where he's at. Okay? Most people do this because that means I'm smoking. That means if I sit there and do like that, hey, I got a blunt, want to hit it? Don't get me wrong, I don't smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in probably 10 years. But I used to smoke from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed, so I know a little bit more. Some of you people that get on here and you talk about I'm a Christian this, I'm a Christian that, probably never lived in the streets, never. You're suburbanites is what you are. You're a bunch of white boys that was raised in the suburbs that don't know a goddamn thing. You wasn't raised in the hood. You don't know what the hood life is about. A, entertainment. Yeah, your A in your little thing there is the aftermath symbol. So I think you might need to change that before you get sued for copyright laws. Because I mean, you can't go around and steal people's stuff, and use it for yourself to promote your own self because you're using that to profit from it. So in actuality, if Eminem was to get a hold of some of your videos and to actually see that, you might be looking at a lawsuit and you might not have the house that you're sitting in right now. Like your dog. I love bulldogs. I got a pit. But you might not even have a dog. You might not be able to feed that dog if you get sued for breaking copyright laws. Y'all need to watch what you say about certain artists. Y'all have no idea. No clue. A lot of these artists, they use a lot of the things that they do as gimmicks. The gimmick is to attract. That's what a gimmick is for. Is to attract people to listen to their music. But see, the thing is y'all don't really listen to his lyrics. You don't listen to the lyrics of anybody. I mean, so now you're calling Tech9 out. You want him to respond to you. That is what you said in your comments. You want Tech9 to respond. So people that are getting on there and that are commenting, you're not even paying attention to what they comment. So you want Tech9 to comment on it. So obviously you're trying to get your 15 minutes worth of fame. I mean, are you trying to step into the limelight? Because that's what it looks like to me. I'm trying to put myself in the limelight, get my own little bit of fame. That's why I do YouTube's on video, or videos on YouTube. That way, when people look at my videos, I get more hits. It helps me out. But you're trying to sit here and bash and berate somebody that you know nothing about. You comment and you pick and choose parts of his lyrics and you don't completely look into everything. Then you sit here and you post a video talking about Tech9's video, oh yeah, and you don't even comment on the video. You say nothing about the oh yeah video. Nothing. I like that. I think you're just a complete and utter moron. You're doing this because you're trying to taunt Tech9 to come out and say something to you. Personally, you want Tech9 to recognize recognize your existence. Guys like Tech9, Hobson, MGK. Okay, if you look at the way his name is spelled, by the way, Tech9. If you look at the way Tech9's name is spelled, it's spelled T-E-C-H. That is tech as in technical. Tech as in technician. Okay. Okay, the number 9. He could probably elaborate a little bit more on that. But as far as the gun, a Tech9 gun is spelled T-E-C, not T-E-C-H. So therefore, you're trying to bring something out of nothing. A lot of people talk about the barcode and and stuff like the barcode cross. Okay, he's not trying to promote an industry with that. He's actually trying to help people break away from the industry with that. A lot of people use comment about the numbers that he posts or puts on his album covers, you know, that, and they try to add it all up, and he comes up to 67. Whoop de fucking do. Yeah, one of his albums is called Sixes and Sevens. Okay, there was a phrase back in the old days that people say, so he's all sixes and sevens. Sixes and sevens means he's not all there. Some people have a little bit of mental issues, so they're all sixes and sevens. That's what that stands for. The number 6, and people want to talk about numerology and all this, that, and the other, and they want to talk about Roman numerology because he holds up the L. Oh, he's holding up the number 50. You're a fucking moron. The number 6, if you look in Greek numerology, and even Christians look up numerology from time to time, and I know preachers I've heard talk about different numbers. It even speaks about numerology in the Bible. Using numerology is, it depends on how you use it. The number 6, if you listen to what text says about the number 6 represents man. And in actuality, it does. If you look in Greek numerology, it stands for, the number 6 stands for man. Okay? You take the devil's number, which everybody knows, and it's common knowledge, even secular, 666 is the devil's number. Supposedly, we're going to get the mark of the beast. When we get the mark of the beast, it's going to be 666. No, not really. It's going to be a computer chip, either in your right hand or your forehead. Think about it. It's technology. It's actually already happening. Yeah, I believe I heard a story back in the late 90s. I was a teenager and I was in church and I heard something about it. And a man walked into a Walmart, got his stuff, went up to the counter. And after the lady had rang his stuff up, she said, you know, cash, credit, whatever. He said, scan the back of my hand with your scanner. That's what he told her. He said, scan the back of my hand with your scanner. She kind of looked at him crazy. She scanned the back of his hand. All of his stuff was paid for. Computer chip. You got to think about it. It's technology. I love how people want to sit here and they want to talk about, you know, this, that, and the other, how they want to sit here and they want to run their mouth about certain people. Now, granted, you do have artists that are in mainstream music that are puppets. Katy Perry, Britney Spears, there's several of them. Watch their videos. They got a lot of Illuminati symbolism in them. There is such things as FEMA camps. I will agree with you on that. They're looking to push for a one world government. I'm looking for martial law to happen here in the United States. I mean, our country's going downhill as it is. I mean, but the only people that can stop that is us. So, Andre, wise Christian Andre. Hang on. You know, I think it's funny how you run your mouth about certain things that you know nothing about. And it doesn't even look like you even write down what you're trying to say. You just speak right off the top of your head. And you sound like a mush-mouth moron to me. An utter and complete buffoon. Because you don't study nothing. You see something, you got to post a video right away. Now, granted, I'm going right off the top of my head right now, but I can speak a little bit more eloquently than you can. Because of the simple fact that I've sit here and watched numerous videos, not just from you, but from other people, other groups or other individuals that claim that they know so much about Tech Nine when they know absolutely nothing. Why don't you start looking at mainstream artists? I mean, you can talk about Eminem all you want. I have no issue with that. And this guy right here, and is somebody for Christ. And y'all all claim to be hip hop fans, be former Tech Nine fans. Not really. Because, I mean, if you were really Tech Nine fans, you would listen a little bit more clearly to his lyrics. I mean, listen to, I think the song is Baptized by Stevie Stone. And listen to the lyrics in that song. And I mean, listen to the lyrics. Listen to it word for fucking word. And there's several other songs that he's done where he's talked about God. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, if my mother died the way that Tech's mom passed, I'd probably be angry with God too. That doesn't make me no less a Christian just because I've got feelings about losing my mother. Just as much as he's got feelings about losing his mother. You know, he said his mother was a good Christian woman. She never did anything wrong. But yet had all these things that went wrong with her that his mother had to deal with. But y'all sit here and talk about people, but you don't know nothing about them. Listen to Stevie Stone. Listen to Chris Calico. There's other artists out there. See, you pick and choose what you want to talk about, and you know nothing about it. I can see why his angel is diminishing. Because of the simple fact that people like you who sit there and you want to berate him and talk about him and call him a Satanist, part of the Illuminati, a devil worshiper. I'd start getting pissed too if you started calling me a devil worshiper. Calling me a Satanist, calling me part of the Illuminati. Fuck the Illuminati. Fuck the devil in his fucking ass. That's the way I feel about it. And I wouldn't give a fuck if the devil or a demon was standing right in front of me and tell you, fuck you in your own damn ass. Because I'm that confident. I've seen demons. I deal with my own personal demons. Everybody does. Everybody's got their own personal demons. Technically, this is considered a demon. Because I'm addicted to nicotine, and nicotine can be considered a demon. Alcoholism can be considered a demon that somebody deals with on a daily basis. Being a drug addict can be considered dealing with a demon. Lusting after women can be considered dealing with a demon. And it's been spoke about in numerous accounts about a lust demon. They're called, female versions are called succubus. Male versions are called incubus. But they're still considered lust demons. So, y'all need to research your stuff a little bit better. Comment all you want on me. Make a video about me. Go ahead. I'm a scruffy looking motherfucker. I got a hole in my wall in the back. Guess what? If you look, hey, ceiling fan with no light bulb. There's a bicycle. Hey, there's a person sitting there too on my couch. Oh my goodness. Say what you want about me. I don't care. People talk, run your mouth all you want. You're a hater is all you are. Hate me, I don't care. I love haters. Because to know for the fact that I've got haters that are always talking about me. And I like it when people talk about me. It's fun. Hate all you want. You're going to make me more popular. Say what you want, but I guarantee you I know a little bit more than you do. So retaliate, respond, however you view it. I mean, get your vengeance upon me. Because the Bible actually says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And it also says in the Bible, judge not, lest ye be judged. It says, make sure you remove the boulder from your eye before you can remove the pebble from anyone else's. It means you've got to be of pure heart before you can sit here and talk about anybody. See, here's the thing. I love living in the United States because of the simple fact I have what's called, my First Amendment rights, called freedom of speech. So I'm going to say what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want. And fuck you if you don't like it. But y'all need to do a little bit more research about somebody when you talk about them. Because in actuality, you really don't. You really don't research. You don't pay attention to anything. Because you don't see the positive in what tech does. You don't see its positive messages. Am I doing anything to gain anything from these videos? Yeah, to get subscribers. I want people to subscribe to my channel. I want people to view my videos. Yeah, I do. Am I looking for any type of other recognition for it? No. I could care less. But when you start talking about an artist that I've listened to for years, and I mean actually listened to, not just sit here and listen to bits and pieces of it and listen to the beat of the music. That's why I don't listen to mainstream music. For me, it's utter garbage. Like this artist Coco, all he talks about is I'm in love with the cocoa, talking about he's in love with fucking cocaine. It's utter and plain fucking ridiculousness. A lot of these artists that are in mainstream music are fucking ridiculous, and their songs have no fucking real meaning to them whatsoever. I'll call artists out on their bullshit. If Tech was on some bullshit, I'd probably call him out on it too. But right now, in my eyes, and a lot of people's eyes, just viewing your comments, a lot of people's eyes, you're in the wrong. So maybe you need to think about what you say before you say it. But anyways, what's up, y'all? I'm Brian, aka Be Good. I'll holler at you.